It's Shawn Lamb for Streaming Media Producer at NAB 2023. I'm here with John from Datavideo, and we're here to talk about the iCast 10 NDI. So this is an NDI-based video switcher that also has traditional inputs and outputs. So walk us through this neat little design. Like, this is the switcher here, but it also comes in a package.
Yes. So the iCast 10 NDI is based on a 5-channel presentation switcher format that allows you to switch up to 3 NDI cameras going through a network switch. And then, of course, as well, I can have a combination of NDI, HDMI, and SDI. So in the back of the switcher, we have 3 or 4 HDMI inputs, an SDI input. We also have a USB input. So if I wanted to take a smartboard input or a webcam input, I can do that as well. And then all that is set up so that I can control switch inputs like this very simply, as you can see. But more on that, we also have the capability of streaming and recording. So we have installed here a solid state drive. I can put a 2 terabyte drive in if I wanted to, and I can ISO record 5 independent switching channels plus program. And then I can also encode to stream 5 independent channels plus program, which is really cool. If I wanted to do a tablet style control platform, we have the TPC 700 here hooked up through a network through the switch, of course, which is talking to the iCast 10 NDI. Here allows me to switch components of switching very simply by touch panel. So I can go through my cameras. Maybe I've got a computer coming in on HDMI for my PowerPoint. I've maybe got a document camera if it's an educator who has a document camera over a fossil or something like that. And then at the same time, I can also go in and change my look on program. So if I go with my display situation here, I can change it so that I can have a side-by-side image, or I have a different PIP, or I have a multi-version like that. At the same time, we have as well built in full camera control. So if I have 3 NDI cameras on here, I've got full camera control, and I can set up different presets as well.
Okay. What protocols are supported for the camera control?
So NDI, IP.
In terms of the recording, what type of codecs are supported?
MP4.
MP4, okay.
Yeah, so they can have 5 independent MP4 files plus program MP4 as well.
Is this HD or does it support
1080p up to 1080p 60?
All right, and so here we've got a Netgear AV line, so it supports pretty much any switch, but this is a very specific one for AV purposes. It's very common to use an NDI. So all of the NDI cameras connect in here, and then a single Ethernet would then come out into the Datavideo.
Correct.
Into the iCast 10.
With a Netgear switch, of course, I can dial up a NDI profile and have targeted ports for NDI, as you know.
And so this package, the online presentation kit, it looks like it's $59.95. That includes like what exactly here? We're looking at a lot of devices.
Correct. So the package as a presentation kit includes the TLM 102 screen, but this is also a production monitor as well. Okay. So for people who are familiar with that, I'm going to have full vector scope, audio display, waveform display in both sides as well. This rack, which houses the iCast NDI and the switch, the rack is actually powering this unit and the display, but it's also powering the iCast unit. And of course, this control system here, the TPC 700, is also using a PoE as well from the Netgear switch. So this whole package is basically including the switch, the rack, which is using the power, the iCast and powering the display, and of course the TLM 102 display.
So it's an all-in-one system. You got to add your own cameras, but yeah.
And the TPC 700 as well, the control unit.
Touch panel controller, right? And this packs down fairly compact. Is this top?
Correct.
Down?
So if you were to take some of the cables off the back here, this comes down flat. And we actually have a rolling case for this system as well. So I've traveled with this myself many times across the country already. So
fantastic. Yeah, it looks like an exceptional value. In terms of the picture-in-picture formats, you've got the presets. Are there additional customizations you can do on here, or is it we're limited to these presets?
So in the next software revision, we will be able to adjust the picture-in-picture size for those camera shots.
All right, and then for the streaming outputs, standard RTMP, or there are presets for things like YouTube and all the
Correct.
common ones?
So in the iCast 10 NDI, we have a full web GUI.
Yeah.
So the web GUI allows me to go in and pick SRT, RTMP, RTSP, all those formats as well for encoding. And then from there, it's just a matter of putting in the credentials for YouTube, Facebook, etc.
And the iCast 10 NDI, is that available only as a package, or can you get that separately?
Yes, you could buy the iCast 10 by itself, and you could actually switch your course here, and of course connected to the web GUI, be able to control all the other functionalities. This comes in at about $26.99 MSRP. The control tablet TPC 700 comes in at $8.99 MSRP. So yeah, it can be bought individually for sure.
Fantastic. All right, hey, thank you very much, Shawn. This has been a look at the iCast 10 NDI from Datavideo at NAB 2023. I'm Shawn Lamb for Streaming Media Producer.